Hello, Mr. Bot.
Hello, Mr. Gino. How are we doing today?
Good, man. We are back.
We never left.
Welcome, guys. We are
Unranked and Unhinged.
We're glad you guys can join us.
We are very glad you guys can be here. We are at a special place today.
Yeah, we are.
Gino. We are at Cascade Draft House, as you can see behind us. We would like to thank Spence for letting us be here. And so, yeah, we're all excited. And we've got people walking by and stuff going on out back. And
Looking at us.
looking at us really weird, like, what are those guys doing? Oh, we got a food truck out back, too.
We do. I don't know the name. I just ate their food, but it is fantastic. I had a chicken barbecue on a bun.
I had chicken nachos. Hey, Miss Unhinged. Do you have that menu real quick? We have a menu coming. We're going to talk about it. Thank you. All right, let's see. This is Feathers on the Fly food truck. And they were super nice, and the food was good. And they got for a food truck, they've got a super big selection.
Yeah,
a lot of tacos. And
We will.
stuff.
We'll put a link if they have a website. We'll put a logo or their menu up on the screen.
That'd be cool.
So that'd be cool. I just want to say that I gotta get it started.
Get us started, man.
So-
What you got?
Golf is the only sport where you can hit your best shot of your life and still spend the next 4 hours wondering why you hate yourself. With that said, Hollywood has figured this out. They gave us movies for us to watch.
Yeah.
A guy who hits the same shot 17 times, and
Still a hero.
Still a hero. And today, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about
Movies.
fishing movies, golfing movies, just movies in general, maybe. But yeah, I'm super excited about this.
He should be super excited because there's lots of golf movies and there's
There
not a
is.
whole lot of fishing movies.
Well, I think
But
I think that
I have found some.
he did find some.
I
I
found
think that we
7.
are. I found a couple, and everybody will know probably the two I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
So
Well, okay. So as far as fishing, I've asked a bunch of people. I said, just name me a fishing movie. And you'd be surprised. About 9 out of 10 people say Jaws.
yeah,
And truly, it is. It is a movie about fishing. A shark is a fish. Mm-hmm. So, like Moby Dick, that's not fishing.
but they're not actually fishing though, right?
Well, they are. They are using hooks and bait and line.
Okay.
Just because their floats are 55-gallon drums still doesn't matter. I mean, and I guess you could ask yourself, is it still a fishing movie if if the person is the bait and the fish is the one doing the hunting?
Do you know, I heard this today that sharks, obviously they'll go up and attack people.
Yeah.
But do you know they will not eat a human? That they actually, when they bite a body part,
Yeah.
spit it out.
Wow. I have heard something similar to that.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, obviously it's not good for the person, but
Yeah.
you might be missing a leg or an arm. But I tell you, the one movie that I know because of this podcast, it's a fly fishing movie. River runs through it.
River runs
And I
through
hope I don't steal your thunder, but
Nope. That is perfect.
that's
Because I was going to ask you, just what is a fishing movie that you remember?
well, when we did our podcast, about that one.
Oh yeah,
The fly fishing, yeah, tailwaters, yeah.
Yeah. And that guy, I think it's John. John from Tailwaters.
We hope so.
Hey.
We hope so.
Cheers, John. Yeah, we learned a lot that day, and that was a fantastic thing. Tailwaters fly fishing.
Yeah, tailwaters.
Look it up and go
yeah,
down there and
that's-
go fly fishing.
But yeah, that's the movie I kind of thought of when we had mentioned this early in the week that we want to do movies.
Yeah.
I hope you guys caught last week's episode about Ghost.
Oh, that was fun.
Fantastic
I loved
show.
it. It was so fun.
I loved it. I loved everything about it. It turned out great.
Yeah, that's awesome. So,
Before we get into our episode, I've got a little bone to pick.
uh-oh.
So I got a bone to pick with Goodwill.
Oh, no.
So we all like thrifting.
I love thrifting. Yeah.
So we went to Knoxville yesterday, and kind of for one of Topaz's things that she wanted to do after her appointment is go thrifting. I was like, you know what? I don't have anything to do. There's nothing I want to see. Let's go.
Yeah.
But I have noticed a trend over the last several months that let me ask you this: the clothes and everything there is donated.
Right.
Nothing is bought.
They don't buy anything.
What really pisses me off.
Can you say that online without? Can we beep that?
Yes.
We'll see.
Is the pricing.
Yeah.
This stuff is gift to you guys. This is donation. They actually bring it to you. And, I see, I saw a shirt, not a bad looking shirt. It was, I think, $7.99. There was a tag on it for $3. That it just, I have noticed this the last several times we have been, and it really irks me that, I know they're doing good things, but it's kind of like,
yeah. Well, and I think that bothers me is I like to look at electronic stuff, and I've actually seen where that a couple of places will put the eBay price, like this is on eBay for $500. We're selling it for $4.99. It's like, well, wait, you're not eBay first and foremost. You are a thrift store, and somebody who has that kind of money is not going to go to. Not going to go to Goodwill to buy their electronics.
No, sometimes we might need that odd cable, maybe an odd electronic whatever. You may run into it and find something, but it's like, listen, get the donations, do good with your money.
Yep.
But it just really irks me. It really bothered me.
Well, I'm glad you got the vent. Yeah. This is a great place. We're gonna. So all of our 43 subscribers will now know, and we will start a
Goodwill's a freaking ripoff.
Goodwill trend to. Well, guys, we have completely got off topic.
That's okay, because this is my night to rant.
Okay, but you do know that, and you know mine, right? Where will I not eat?
Oh, yeah, I do know. BK.
BK.
I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, might as well. I'm going to say it. 1985, Burger King. I went there, me and my wife. She wasn't my wife then. When we went there to eat lunch, we ate lunch. We were getting ready to go on vacation. We'd saved our money, scrimped and served. We were just kids. And we took all of our money, and Stephanie said, I want to go over here to Hills and buy a bikini. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just leave my car, and we'll ride over in your car, and we'll do that, and then we'll come back, and you can go back to work, and I'll go back to work. So as we were leaving, I noticed this guy who was emptying trash cans, and he was just looking at us.
Yeah.
Well, we left. We did our thing. We were gone 45 minutes. We came back. My car was gone. And I was like, what in the world? So I was kind of terrified. And so as I went inside, as I came through the front door, the manager was standing there, and she looked at me and she said, you can contact Edgemont Wrecker Service to get your car. So, number one, she knew who I was. Mm-hmm. She knew that car belonged to me. She knew I'd eaten there because I just left, the restaurant.
Right.
And they towed my car. It cost $100 and some to get it back. Now, this is when we were kids. That was probably 2/3 of what we'd saved to go on vacation. Mm-hmm. And so our vacation was basically tanked. Had to pay to get my car out. I went to their manager. I went to the regional guy. And I was a kid. They didn't care. They just flat out didn't care. And that was in 1985, and I have not stepped foot in a Burger King since.
I will say this, and I don't mean anything bad, but that's one hell of a grudge.
Isn't that something?
And I love it.
That is. And this was probably 20 years ago. I had a buddy that, I've always kind of worked in places where that there was a group, and the group would go to lunch, and so once I started, after the first couple of times when they would say, oh, well, we're going to go to Burger King, I'm like, nope, I don't go to Burger King. Well, I'll just stay here. Y'all go ahead. And they're like, well, what? I'm like, I don't do Burger King.
Right.
And so it turned out that they quit doing Burger King. And because we would all, they were just wanted us to be together, to
Right.
eat lunch. And so a buddy of mine actually did a little spreadsheet one time to figure out how much money that Burger King had lost.
Do you remember that number?
I do not remember. It was
That's
a
so
pretty
funny.
big number.
That's so
It was
funny.
like it was like almost $10,000.
Yeah.
Because he calculated the group that was no longer eating lunch there and how many years it had been since I had been
Yeah.
there. And he based it on like going once or twice a week to
Sure.
eat. And
Well, I think that, with all this said, we hold a grudge. I understand what we say is not going to matter for their
Right.
business, but it's like with your thing, it's the principle of it. It's
yeah.
with mine, the only difference with mine and yours, I probably will still shop Goodwill,
Yeah, well,
but
you're
yours
still
is they didn't tow my car, and
right.
and
You're
I could-
still upset about it. They
and I-
didn't cost you money.
Right, but yeah, that's where I am tonight, and that ticks me off.
Yeah. So I'm right there with you, man. I'll support you completely. Completely.
We need to start another thrift store.
The Grudge. And we call it that.
The Grudge.
The Grudge.
How about
Yeah.
the Grumpy Grudge?
The Grumpy Grudge. I like it.
All right, so let's dive into
Dive into
to
fishing.
ours. So I have two movies that I really like. There's one that I extremely like,
Okay.
and I know you have more than I do. But I just want to mention, the Happy Gilmore movie.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
This
Loved Happy
thing
Gilmore.
this thing came out in 1996, and actually the second one just came out last year, maybe this year, as a 30 years or something like that,
Wow.
whatever. But it's a comedy, and it's not really. It's about golf, but it's not really about golf. It's about a guy that, he's a hockey player. He didn't make it as a hockey player, and his grandmother was going to lose her house, and so he saw this ad and talking about going to play golf.
It was one of the very first Adam Sandler movies.
It's fantastic, man. And it's funny. Happy Gilmore is kind of like an every weekend golfer kind of guy. We get frustrated. We don't throw our clubs, but it's a movie. But we don't throw our clubs. We get so dang frustrated. There's so much potential.
Yeah.
There's terrible attitude, but there's one amazing shot that keeps us coming back.
Yeah. And I love the fact that there were some very serious people who had enough gumption and had enough backbone to be in that movie. Even though they knew it was like a spoofy comedy thing.
Yeah.
Bob Barker was one.
Yeah.
His part in that was just, they were doing like a pro-am thing, and Bob Barker started, throwing down,
Yeah.
fighting Happy Gilmore. That was just awesome. So,
Play it as it lies.
yeah, that is a crazy awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, I know it's old, go back.
Yeah.
Go to Blockbuster and see if they still have the video.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, watch the first one, watch the second one. But let me tell you this: I guarantee you, there's thousands of golfers who picked up the golf club because of Happy Gilmore.
Because of Happy, and how many times? Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
How many times have you done the Happy Gilmore
Yes,
shot?
exactly.
You just have to. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out there, you're at a scramble, and somebody has laid one out there just beautiful, and you're like, I'm going to Happy Gilmore this
I
one.
can do that.
Yeah, and you just do the thing, and it never goes anywhere.
Yeah,
Well, it's just such a hard shot to make. There's a lot of mechanics.
I mean, there's
to
so
it.
much has to go right on a normal swing, but look how much has to go
right.
on the Happy. Well, this is kind of the time before Tiger Woods really exploded into the scene.
Oh, yeah.
He was just, this is, Happy Gilmore made golf look fun.
It did,
which,
yeah.
Which that's not golf. It's a movie, but it's like if it got people into playing golf,
Yeah.
getting out there, so be it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't perfect etiquette, but he was crushing drives, talking trash, and
Oh, yeah.
just having a
it was
good time.
Well, since you did a comedy, I will jump down a couple, and because I kind of did like classic, and then I have a fishing comedy, and you've probably never seen it, and most people probably haven't. It didn't do too well, but I really thought it was funny.
is it a tree limb and a line, like the old time fishing? Just
Don't listen to him. It's called Bait Shop.
okay.
And it stars two people who I think are pretty funny to begin with, Billy Ray Cyrus and Bill Engvall.
Holy crap!
Holy crap, exactly. And it is a story about how that Billy Ray Cyrus is a professional bass fisherman, and his and his name is Hot Rod Johnson, and he's trying to make a comeback, and so
Kind of like his mullet.
kind of like his mullet, and so him and Bill Engvall team up to attempt to pull this off. It's campy, it's stupid, but it's a fun. To me, it's one of the funnier fishing movies. Now I know there's a couple out there too that people talk about, Grumpy Old Men.
That's a great one. It's a great movie.
Yeah, but to me, it's more the
It's
interaction
more about
between
the
the
comedy.
two of them.
It's more about the comedy.
It's more
and-
about the
instead
comedy and
about
not
the
about the fishing.
Yeah.
It's just because you're sitting in a boat, just raising hell with some
Yeah.
other dude next to you doesn't mean it's fishing.
Well, it's kind of like, hey, we want you to go out there and be funny. You two guys, make it
Yeah,
fun.
y'all just
Oh yeah. By the way, here's your fishing pole.
Yeah, hold a fishing pole while
Yeah.
you're doing it. That's similar to, there's another one called Gone Fishing, of all things, and it's got Joe Pesci and Danny Glover.
Okay.
And I saw it when it first came out, and the bad part about it is it's so unmemorable. I couldn't tell you anything about it. So to me, like I said, Bait Shop is, to me, my top fishing comedy.
That's that's the thing I wanted to get out of this tonight was the movies, and like there's something that you've seen that I didn't watch fishing movies.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
obviously the two movies I'm talking about tonight, he have seen both of them, but that Bait Shop,
Never saw it. It was not very popular. I mean, it was one of those straight to DVD movies, or straight to cable back then. Who knows?
Yeah.
But the thing was, when Gene came up with this idea, of our theme being movies, I was at first, I was like, I can't think of any movies. The only thing I could think of was Jaws.
Yeah.
And the river runs through it, and only because we had discussed it earlier.
Exactly. I don't know how. I'm not going to take. I mean, I came up with the idea, but obviously, when we do our podcast on Thursdays, when Monday comes around, it's like, okay, it's time to get back into the podcast mode. What are we going to talk about? Where are we going to go?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Where are we going to go? We didn't start this out as a remote. We started this out basically in Fred's shop.
Yeah.
Fred Sexton, redneck, do-it-yourself, track tubes, all that good
Yeah.
stuff. And Fred was nice enough to let us, and you all have seen the early ones where we got all the cool stuff behind us, and so that was where we were. And then Gene came up with the idea, hey, let's go on the road. We'll go do a remote. And we have come across some of the coolest places.
Dude, it has been a blast. When this is at the end of this episode, we'll talk about some places that we're going to be going. Our month of August is full.
I know, and it's so cool to be able to go to these places, and these
Yeah.
places are so, I mean, I hate to say, but we kind of sprung this on Spence.
Yeah, yeah.
It gave him like 2 or 3 days, and he was like, yeah, sure, come on, I'll
Yeah.
get you set up. And he was. I mean, he had everything ready for us. We didn't have to do much, and, he was super, super into
Yeah.
it. And so, Cascade has been, and we run into that. We run into that a lot. We don't really, to this point, other than the one which we won't mention, we haven't been like shunned or said, no, we don't do that. People are really good about letting us come in.
Yeah.
And
So
we love doing this.
this is this gives everybody opportunity where we are. Keep track of us, if you will. But I told Bart about this earlier in the week that the last week when we were at Axonell, my stepson, which is Topaz's son, Dominic mentioned like, hey, this couple came in, like maybe a couple people came in and said, we heard about the podcast and we had to come check us out.
Yeah.
And this was before the episode actually went out.
But yeah, before it went out.
So, but we're very appreciative of Fred,
Yeah.
for getting, and
Giving us a spot.
give us a
We know
spot.
we've always got a spot.
We always have a spot. If we come up and it's,
fly.
can't get to one, we can always go to Fred's place.
We can always go to Fred's.
We'll give Fred all the shout out because he
Yeah.
he was there. But so much fun, man. We are. I'll mention real quick. We are going back to Zool.
Back to Zool, going to the big K-Town.
We're going to Try Dog.
Going to Try Dog.
They've been wanting us to come down, and matter of fact, next month, which is September,
Yeah.
we'll be back at the Gopher Hole.
Oh, cool. I love to go
So
for
they kind of want us to
And see, that's a
come
good
back.
thing. The fact that people will actually allow us to come back is a good sign.
Yeah, well, I'll send a message and kind of get the feel of like how the response is. I'm like, yeah, okay, we won't do that one.
Well, I will have to say, we're like the little girl in your local neighborhood that was really easy. We don't take up much space.
We don't, man. We
we're just
really
kinda
don't.
small. We bring all our stuff in a suitcase, and we're
A
set up
fantastic
on
suitcase.
just a little table, and this is all we do. We find us a cool background. We usually try to put something behind us that
It's pretty cool tonight. It's a little busy, but it's really
yeah,
nice.
these are all like record things.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, guys, appreciate you for watching. I know
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting ahead of the game.
we're
but
just we're tonight is a scattered night.
I
Tonight,
love it.
our brains are kind of like the background.
yes. Can I say another thing?
Of course you can.
So, I want to say, usually people, Topaz, normally on Thursdays.
We're talking about Topaz, not Topaz.
Okay.
That's right. We have our posse here.
Yeah, we have our
tonight.
posse.
We have we have both of our wives. We have my mother, and we have Jenny, who
Yeah.
has just come to visit. So yeah, we have people that
Hey.
those are groupies.
So I'm gonna say this right here.
We have groupies.
We have, with Topaz,
I can't wait to hear this story.
Oh, no.
Uh,
So, Thursdays is Topaz's day. It's our day too.
Yeah.
But Topaz usually goes and babysits the grandbabies.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of her time. Listen, they're fun, they're cute. It's a good time to hang out. But
Yeah.
today, on the way here, I said, I'm glad that you're hanging out with me tonight. I said, it's gonna be so much fun. And she kind of gave me this look like, yeah, but if they were in town, I wouldn't.
You're second on the list.
I'm not even second, man.
Distant third.
Dude, I am like, so there's the grandbabies, it's the kids,
Yeah.
and I've always told people there's something else right there, and then me.
Thrifting.
Thrifting. There's thrifting.
There's thrifting.
So,
then there's Gene.
yeah, so
Books.
grandkids.
No, there's books next.
Oh, okay.
Thrifting, books.
Okay. So grandkids,
Grandkids,
kids,
thrifting,
books,
then Gene.
me, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Gene's somewhere in there. He made the top five. That's good.
I made the top 5.
He didn't get on the podium,
No.
but he's in the top 5.
No, if there was an award for a top 5, what would it be? If I was 5th, what would it be?
I think it's purple. It's purple ribbon. Because remember back in grade school, everybody got a damn ribbon.
Participation trophy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a
and there was
participation ribbon.
You got a participation ribbon. He got the purple ribbon.
Thank you for
top 5.
Thank you for
We're so proud of
Thank
you.
you for living with me and paying my bills. Here's your purple ribbon.
Here's your purple ribbon. I love
Oh my
it.
God, that's gonna be so good.
This is going to be. I think we were supposed to be talking about movies, but
Oh no.
we're like I
But-
said, our brains and our podcast
I
is
know.
as scattered as what's going on behind
do
us.
you-
We hope you all enjoy it.
Do you know what you call a fish with no eye?
No. Oh, that is so good. I see. No, I didn't have any jokes.
Topaz is a joke.
That's a good job, Topaz. I didn't have any jokes. Man, I should have done some jokes.
That's so stupid.
Okay, so we've talked about. Hey, there's Fred.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred.
Hey, do you know?
We just talked about you, Fred.
Yeah, we did.
We had a whole thing about Fred.
this one. Do this for me.
Okay.
This is for you, Rhett.
Rhett.
What do you call a giraffe with no head?
I don't know.
I mean, a hat.
Okay.
Rhett, I got you one more, buddy.
Okay.
What do you call a dragon with no arms?
I don't know.
Poop pants.
Poop pants. That's a hard thing to say. 2 P's in a row. Poop pants. Poop pants.
Okay, now we're back.
Okay.
I had to get that. I'm gonna
That's
show.
awesome.
I'm gonna show it to him. I'm not gonna put that on our episode, but
I think you should. I think it's perfect. I think it shows that we are who we are. And,
Okay.
and guys, if nothing else, we have always said that.
All right, lay
What
it.
you see is what you get. I mean, this is us.
This is it, man. This is awesome. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's raining in here, and I'm.
No, Gene's just sweating like a daggone pig.
Yeah.
Look, I'm in overalls. I have overalls. He doesn't even have pants on.
Well, I do have underwear and shorts on, but I don't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. I think he's having hot flashes. I think it's that.
I'm having an old man hot flash.
You're having old man hot flashes.
All right. We're back.
We never left.
All right. So
Okay, so we were talking about comedies. I think I'm going to jump back to serious.
Okay. Well-
Serious movies. Now, and we talked about A River Runs Through It.
Okay.
Now, that is a serious movie. It has a lot of fishing in it, but I mean, it kind of, if you think about it, it's got a lot of weight to it. I mean, there's family and faith and tragedy, and I'm sorry, but I don't do movies with tragedy. If the
Yeah.
dog dies, I am not going to watch it. I don't care.
All
Not
right.
going to do it.
All right.
But I will say this, and we talked about this before. That movie and Brad Pitt, standing there in his wet white his wet white flowing shirt with his flowing locks, and his cool hat, and he's doing that, and it's in slow motion. He's in the water, and mist is coming up, and the sun's behind him. It is cinematic.
Yeah.
Cinematically epic, and it has probably gotten more people into fly fishing
Yeah.
than any advertisement or anything that any.
Well, I remember
At all.
that's what you told me, and I was blown away.
Yeah,
But that happens. That's what movies do. I mean,
Yeah.
like as jokingly as we were saying about Happy Gilmore, people probably took up golfing, just for
right.
that.
Just because of
Yeah.
that. So that's a serious movie. That's
Yeah.
a serious fishing movie.
Sexy Pit.
Yeah, Sexy Pit. And there's a bunch more of them. You've of course, you've got The Old Man in the Sea. Classic 1950s movie with Spencer Tracy, I think I think that's who it was.
Okay.
And Gene's like, yeah,
I
I don't know.
Listen, I am about as bad with movies as I am with music.
Well, this is a movie that is very hardcore, and the thing is it was back when they made movies, and when they rolled the credits at the end, this one wouldn't have filled one page.
Oh, wow.
Now the
Yeah.
the credits last 45 minutes after
Huh.
the movie's over.
Yeah.
This would have been Spencer Tracy, and then it would have gone by. But
Yeah.
it's nothing but him and a fish, and he fights this fish. It's in a little boat. He fights this fish for 3 days. He's almost starved. He's almost ready to die.
Yeah.
And the question I have was, I know it's a big fish,
Yeah.
but at what point would you have gone, I'm done?
I bet that's it.
Snip.
Well, I guess I don't know. Without this knowing what this movie is this thing worth money?
Now, back then,
is this
no,
a
it's-
life and death far as starvation?
Oh God, no! It's sport fishing. He's
Okay.
out there in a boat just trying to catch a fish, and he hooks this giant marlin. It's a marlin.
Well, marlins. Is it marlins that's worth a lot, or is it
Tuna.
tuna? Yes.
The
Yeah.
tunas
Okay.
are worth a lot. So this was nothing about money. It was just about man versus fish versus
Man
the
versus
elements.
beast.
And he fought this fish for 3 days and 3 nights, And the bad part was when he got it to the boat, he was exhausted, the fish was exhausted, and then a shark comes up and eats the fish.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, what a way to end the movie, you know? Tragedy.
That's how it stopped?
Yeah, that's how it stopped. All he had was the head.
Yeah.
That's all he got. So that's, you know, and so there are some really, really hardcore serious
Yeah,
movies out
there is some great movies.
But I don't, you know, yes, I do recommend watching that if you get a chance. Make sure you watch the original, the 1950s version. And it was an Ernest Hemingway book.
Okay.
So, you know, it's got some classic stuff to it.
Well, I will say, so my next one is probably one of my, I'm not going to say all-time favorites, but it's one of my favorites.
Okay.
So it's called Tin Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And the synopsis is, it's a gifted, washed-up golf pro who has traded the dream of playing on a PGA tour, you know, and he runs a driving range in West Texas.
Yep.
You know, he has all this talent in the world, you know, but his stubbornness, you know, as far as wanting to play it safe, you know, it really kept him from reaching his full potential.
Yeah.
You know, there's the one scene in Tin Cup that everybody understands is his name's Roy McAvoy.
Roy McAvoy.
And, you know, Roy doesn't lose because he can't hit the shot. He loses because he wants to prove that he can hit the shot.
Right.
If that makes sense, everybody.
When Gene and I were talking about golf course management, that
Yeah.
dude doesn't even,
That dude,
those
yeah.
words don't exist to that guy.
You know, this you know, you're standing there thinking, yeah, 245 over the water.
Yeah.
But
6 hybrid over the
6
Sycamore.
hybrid over the, no, 4 hybrid over Sycamore.
4 hybrid over
Yeah.
the Sycamore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And one of the things that I remember about that was it created a term that I'd never heard before in golf. And since then I've heard it over and over and over again. And it was about the driver, and I'm sure Gene knows what it is.
Okay.
It was
Let the big dog eat.
yeah. And so I've heard that
Yeah.
so many times, you know, you guy comes up and goes, I'm gonna let the big dog eat. And, you know, whack, and he hits it in the bushes.
Yeah.
So the dog must like to eat trees because that's where the big dog usually ends up.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
there's a thing that's called the Tin Cup tax.
Ooh.
It's every golfer pays what's called the Tin Cup tax. It's an extra stroke or 5 that
Or 5.
that you have to accept for playing boring golf. You know, this meaning like do you lay up or are you firing at a tuck pin? You know, kind of like what you've seen on TV, kind of thing. So the tax meaning in strokes. You know,
Yep.
if you're trying to fly at a tuck pin,
Yeah.
and you don't make it, there's your tax. So
Well, and man, you know, you play with a bunch of guys recreational golf, and you lay up and you are ridiculed.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
mercilessly.
yeah.
So yeah, laying up is not a thing you do when you're playing recreational golf.
And I think that this I'm not going to get too much in APT, but what this APT has taught me is like, who cares? You know, we're out there trying to score.
Right.
You know, but you're 100% correct. Like if you and I, you know, our buddy Kelly and Max, everybody went and you laid up,
Yeah.
dude, you are getting ripped.
Man, there's going to be insults just poured all over you.
Yeah. So, all right, we're back.
We never left.
All right. So, we talked about that one scene, but one of my favorite scenes is when Roy gets the shanks. And that's a term you don't want to say.
Yeah,
but you know, here's a guy that compete at the highest level, and all of a sudden he can't hit a golf ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Shanks and yips,
yeah.
you just never want to get them.
And it's so funny because they start putting every golf training gadget imaginable on this man. It's like by the end of it, he doesn't look like a golfer anymore. He looks like he's trying to be captured for a medical experiment.
No, he's got stuff hanging all over him, and he's jingling and jangling.
So it's kind of like, you know, head down, left arm straight, don't sway, rotate, don't come over the top, slow takeaway, keep face square, transfer your weight. It's like, and your brain finally is like, okay,
Your
cool.
brain's like this.
We're going to shank this one, ain't we?
We're going to shake it. That's all we're going to do.
Yeah,
You know what my favorite scene of the movie is?
Yeah.
And it basically boils back to playing smart golf, and that's the bet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, where he has a guy bets him. He's like, listen, you know, because he was bragging on his 7-iron. Oh, my 7-iron, nobody can hit like I. And it was because it was the only club he had left in the bag.
Yeah, because he broke them all.
Because he broke them all.
Yeah.
Because he was being an idiot.
Being an idiot to his caddy.
Yeah. So, you know, he's sitting there bragging, and this guy's like, dude, you know, I can hit a 7-iron farther than you can. He's like, nobody can beat me with a 7-iron. And so, you know, they get up there, and that was the bet. Who can hit a 7-iron the farthest? And so, you know, he gets up there and he smacks this ball out into the grass, you know, and it carries good and hits and rolls a couple feet. You know, he's like, 200 yards, 7-iron. Nobody's going to beat that. And then the next guy who made the bet just turns around about 90 degrees and lines up down this huge, long asphalt road with curbs on both sides.
Yeah.
And he just kind of goes, blunk, and that ball goes out. That ball must have rolled half a mile.
Every bit of it.
And everybody's just kind of looking at him, and, you know, he's like, it's farther.
Yeah.
And he got his car. He bet his car.
Well, you know, do you remember, you know the scene that it's probably the most famous scene is the, you know, trying to hit I can't remember if it was a 3-wood, 5, whatever it was, over the water.
Over the water.
I think it was a 3-wood, 245 over the water. And the guy, you know, this guy hit like 5 golf balls in the water.
Yeah, he just
you
wouldn't
know,
stop.
And his Romeo, his caddy, is like, this is your last ball. Just lay up. You know what? He didn't. You know, that's probably one of the most famous scenes.
Yeah.
But some of the other scenes I thought was funny for me. It was different. But I have a question.
Okay.
Can you imagine Tin Cup in today's time, you know, trying to cure those shanks? You know, this guy will have 6 swing trainers.
Exactly. And
3 apps.
He would have psychologists.
Yes.
You know, and gurus, you know, waving bundles of herbs, burning herbs over his head.
Launch monitors, 47 YouTube channels. But, you know, it's kind of like take your change out of your left pocket, put it in your right pocket. You know, it's kind of things like, and what that was is kind of like get your mind off of it. You know, let's not think about it. Now you're thinking about the change in my pocket.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, we don't. Like I said, the fishing movies, I was kind of limited. You know, I didn't have anything spectacular. Jaws, you know, but it's fishing, man. And, you know, like I said, the Brad Pitt thing kind of had tragedy at the end, even though everybody had the hots for Brad.
Right.
The next thing, the only category that I could come up with was when the fish fight back. You know, Jaws, the fish fought back. You know, you've got, think about all the, you know, like Deep Blue Sea, you know, where the sharks are like mentally smarter than all the other ones. But my favorite, Sharknado. And I'm going to list some stuff here at the end about Hollywood grossings of movies. And you'll be really amazed at some of the movies that have made the most money.
Wow.
So I have also a little. Oh, you almost got it. We've got a bet to see who's going to knock that off first.
All right. So
you got just about it. I've got you a rapid fire.
Oh, go on. Here we go.
6 questions.
All right. Here we go.
All right. And we've talked about all these.
Oh, crap.
So you should be able to pull this off.
Okay.
2 of them at the end. One of them at the end is a little different. You're going to have to dig back into your memories. Okay. So first, what is the fictional island community in Jaws?
I don't know.
Okay. It's called Amity. You didn't know that? Okay,
Nope.
fine. Okay, who played Santiago in the 1958 version of The Old Man and the Sea?
Frank Sinatra.
No. Spencer Tracy. We talked about that. Okay.
Damn it.
What kind of fish dominates A River Runs Through It?
Trout.
Trout. He got one. He's got one. Okay. Which Jaws character, and you don't have to actually get their name, just tell me, describe them, says, we're going to need a bigger boat?
LL Cool J.
That's the wrong movie.
Oh, that's shark. That's blue.
That's blue. Into the
I'm
blue.
terrible
Or
at
something
this.
like
I am
deep blue sea.
dude,
Deep blue sea.
Yeah, dude, I am terrible at this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're definitely not going to figure that. I thought this would be the easy one because it's. All right. I'm going to give you a hint on this one.
Okay.
Okay. The hint is this name is something that is an enemy of a great white shark, and it's the one thing that it hates. So, and the question is, what was the name of the boat in Jaws?
Killer whale.
So close! It was called Orca.
Oh.
But he was on the right track.
I was on the right track.
All right. Now, this one should be an easy one because we talked about this.
Okay.
All right. What was Billy Ray Cyrus's character's name in Bait Shop?
Oh, crap. Oh, you sucker.
Oh, we even talked about it.
Oh.
Come on. Had something to do with, it had a guy kind of about cars, maybe.
Cadillac.
No, and it. Hot Rod Johnson.
Oh, damn it.
Hot Rod Johnson. Okay, Gene, you got 1 out of 6.
That is fantastic.
1.5. I'll give you half for Killer Whale.
Dude,
Yeah.
I suck at this.
Okay, Killer Whale.
Yeah,
No,
I
I didn't. I mean, I remember the one you gave me on the trout fishing, and I was like 0 for 10. So, no, you did good.
All right.
Just real quick, I want to talk. I was looking at this, and it was like I was talking about when the fish fight back. You've got to see some of these. Piranha, deep blue sea, Sharknado, mega shark versus giant octopus, swarm of the snakeheads, and frankenfish. Lovely.
Frankenfish.
So this was a little thing that we kind of wondering about. Locally, if we were going to do a horror fish fights back movie in our local waters, what would it be about? I mean, you think about that. First off, we'd have to pick a lake like South Holston,
wow.
and a fish. It couldn't be a real mean fish. It would have to be like the Sharknado thing, so like a bluegill.
Right.
So we could say like a 500-pound bluegill was going around, and it was like knocking people out of their bass boats, and it was up to 2 podcasters to come in with all of their weapons, which consisted of golf clubs,
A 7-iron.
7-iron, and some beer.
Oh.
So we would lure the 500-pound bluegill in with the beer, and then beat the crap out of it with a 7-iron.
So we lure him into like the shallow part.
Shallows, yeah.
And they
See,
can't.
Are you tingling yet? Hair standing up.
But here's the thing, like, we don't kill a bluegill, do we?
Well, it's a killer 500-pound bluegill. It's just been eating. It's been eating bass fishermen.
It's a killer gill.
Killer gill. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be a
7-iron, beer, and a fishing rod.
Right. What would we call the movie?
Ooh. I don't know. Do you have something?
Well, I was thinking like Unranked and Unhinged go deep. Into the deep.
Okay.
Is that better?
All right. Say the part again.
Okay. Unranked and Unhinged. Into the deep. I can't think of nothing else. We can't say unranked and unhinged. Beat the crap out of a bluegill. That would be a good one, though.
Let's see.
Gene's real good about. We come up with these stupid ideas, and then next thing I know, Gene sends me this logo thing of it, and so I can't wait to see this one. This one's going to be
I'm
awesome.
going to put that on there. It's unranked and unhinged.
Into the
something.
Deep, into the deep.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Dude,
Okay.
Before we go into our beer review, I've got something for you.
Okay, hit me.
This is hang on. This is
Okay.
This is a little book.
It's a little book.
You'll know exactly what it is when I start asking.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, I'm excited.
So, I'm not sure how long this will be. So if
Yeah,
this
well-
part we have to cut out, I can.
Or
but-
we can make, if we have to cut it out and make it a Instagram thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm
All right.
excited.
All right. Give me an occupation.
An occupation, golferman,
Give me a verb.
a verb, tinkle,
A verb ending in ing.
running,
Adjective.
okay, I gotta think back to like Schoolhouse Rock and sing the song. Adjective is
Adjective.
sleazily.
How you spell that?
Get close. S-L-E-A-Z, sleazel.
Okay.
I don't even think it's a word. But
Give me a
still.
number.
A number 14.
Type of container.
Minna bucket.
Animal, plural.
Animal. That means it has to breathe air, right?
Yep.
Beavers.
Exclamation.
Horseshit. Ermagerd.
Oh, I would have done about the other one.
Oh, but yeah, you can use that.
Okay.
I like Ermagerd. Ermagerd.
All right. Plural noun.
Watermelons.
Silly word.
Ret.
Ret.
He's silly.
He is silly.
A silly word. Okay, so let's see. You've made up a silly word.
I have.
I can't remember other than golferman.
Coffee.
Coffity. That's a good one. Coffity.
Article of clothing, plural.
Thongs.
An adjective.
Itchy.
Verb ending in ing.
Fainting.
Fainting.
How you doing, sir?
Two more. A noun.
A noun. Toe jam.
A place.
Cascade Draft House.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
So this is the thing that I ordered last week.
Okay.
It's Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
You've seen it, right?
I've seen those one a long time ago.
You want me to read it? You want to read it?
I don't care. You tell me.
All right.
Okay, I want to read it.
All right.
I got to use the deep voice. Furman, tinkle this quiz to find out how much you love fishing. The best time to go fishing is in the morning when the fish are running. At night when the waves are sleazeling all the time. How many fish do you catch in order to have a great day? Between 1 and 14. Just enough to fill a minute bucket. That's pretty good. It really doesn't matter how many beavers you catch. When you catch a fish, what do you say? Oh my God! Oh my watermelons! Coffee. Okay. You like fishing about as much as you like A, folding thongs. B, sure, fishing is itchy, but the bumper sticker on your car reads, I'd rather be fainting. You love fishing more than your favorite toe jam. Ugh. You go fishing anywhere, even at the Cascade Draft House if you could. That's crazy. I love folding thongs.
Yeah, I love Mad Libs.
I love folding thongs. That was awesome, Gene. That was
Oh.
cool.
That was great.
That was awesome.
There's your segment of Mad Libs.
Mad Libs. Okay, I told you really quick that I was going to tell you some stuff that you might be amazed at. And this
Right.
is, let me tell you this real quick. And you got something else on golf movies?
That's it, man.
That's it for you? Okay, really quick. There are some excellent fishing movies if you are a fisherman. And if you are a fisherman, I would suggest these 7. The first one is called The Complete Angler. It came out in 2003, and it was based on a book that was written by Isaac Walton in the 17th century. And it's really cool. It's a documentary, and it follows his journey, through all of his fishing stuff. So that's a great one. Another documentary is called Low and Clear. The name doesn't really do it justice, but it's about 2 guys who were former friends. They come back together and
lovers.
Lovers. They love fishing, and they plan this kind of final fishing trip together, which is really cool. But the good thing about it is it shows some very realistic fishing stuff. The next one is called The River Why, and it's a really cool movie about a young guy who's raised in a family, which is really odd. His father is a fly fisherman, and his mother is a bait fisherman. So there's conflict. And he has to grow up and choose which kind of fishing he wants to do, or he has to come up with his own.
Yeah.
So the next one is called Silver King, and a lot of people call tarpon Silver King. And tarpon is kind of like the kingfish that everybody likes to solo. I mean, you go out on a big boat and you catch marlin, you catch tuna, whatever. But usually when you're catching tarpon, it's a much more one-on-one experience, and they're the ones that jump and do all the flips, and it's really cool. But it's a really good movie. It's called Silver King, Birth of the Big Game Fishing, and it starts out with a guy even using a bamboo pole to catch tarpon, and it goes through the 30s and 40s, lots of old footage and some really cool stuff a fisherman would love. I would suggest, we talked about it, 2 movies, and that is The Old Man and the Sea, the original version, 1958. It is a classic. I think you should watch it if you get a chance. And let's all lust after Brad Pitt and watch A River Runs Through It.
River Runs Through It.
So that would be it. Now, the last thing I want to end with is the 10 highest grossing fishing-related movies. So I know you're going to get this one right.
Okay.
Give me one of the top 5.
River Runs Through It.
No.
Jaws.
There he goes.
Grumpy
Okay.
Old Men.
All right. No. So here we go. I'm going to rank them from the top down.
Okay.
Coming in at grossing $529 million, The Meg. That silly old Jason Statham chasing a prehistoric shark.
Okay.
Okay. Jaws comes in next, $497 million. Okay. The next one, $398 million. Meg 2. More giant sharks. Now, this one, I don't consider a fishing movie, but a lot of people do, and it's because they are fishermen, and that is The Perfect Storm.
That's a great movie.
Well, it's tragedy. I don't like tragedy.
Yeah.
The dog does. 328 million gross income. Jaws 2, 200 million. Deep Blue Sea. That's LL Cool J.
A great movie.
Yeah, it's a cool movie. 165 mil. On Golden Pond. Yeah, he fished for a trout. 119 million. The Shallows. I never saw it, but apparently it's about a shark.
Oh.
Yeah, shark survival.
Yeah.
In the Heart of the Sea, it's about a whaling boat, which that's another one that just kind of freaks me out. And then number 10 coming in at 84 million, Jaws 3D. So
wow. I
yeah.
would not thought the 3D. I guess what year was that 3D?
that was in 1983,
So
and it
maybe before,
sucked.
maybe before its time. You think?
Yeah, I mean, and it was so bad 3D.
It could have been. It should
Of
have.
course, all you saw was the.
Yeah. It probably should have been. They should have waited and made like Jaws 28, and it'd have been like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, but real quick
Okay.
before we do this,
Uh-huh.
I do have a real movie or fake movie for
Okay.
you.
All right.
Attack of the Killer Bass.
Fake.
Right.
Oh,
The
good.
Phantom of the Open.
Oh, that's a golfy thing. Fake.
It's a real one.
Oh, crap.
Golf balls.
That's got to be real.
It's fake. Salmon fishing in Yemen.
I've heard of that one, and I've heard that it really sucks.
And my favorite one,
Oh, yeah.
Bass to the Future.
You're a big Back to the Future fan, so you probably have pulled that out of somewhere. So, yeah, I'm going to say real.
It's fake, but someone should make it. Bass to the Future.
Back to the Future.
That's all I have. Oh, you hear that?
I hear that. Beer
Beer
review.
No hype, no script, just what we find. Two guys, one beer, two states of mind.
Hey, guys.
We are back.
We never left.
Guys, before we get into our beer review, I got something to say.
Uh-oh.
And I am such a terrible, terrible friend. I want to wish my good buddy, Unhinged, Bart, a happy birthday. You know, I don't keep up with birthdays very well. You know, I rely on Facebook, which is not
Hey,
not a good way, but
You got it before the midnight deadline. That's all it takes.
that's true. But you
Thank
know,
my
here's
friend. I appreciate it.
my buddy's birthday. We're going to cheers to him while we do the beer review, and we'll celebrate when we get done.
And in honor of Fred, I'll wear my happy birthday tiara. So thank you, Fred, for
Thanks,
this
buddy.
wonderful
Happy
tiara.
birthday, buddy.
Thank you, Gene, for the happy birthday wishes.
Yep. So everybody on our social media, go on there and wish Unhinged a good
An
birthday.
unhinged birthday.
Unhinged birthday.
I got it.
All right, man. So we are here back with our beer review, and I want to let Mr. Birthday Guy tell us what we are drinking and tasting
All
tonight.
right. So what we've got today, if you all will look at this, is a Butterscotch Oktoberfest, and it's from our local Johnson City Brewing.
Yep. Johnson City. Eric Latham. I went to school with Eric.
Oh, cool.
So that's one of the reasons we want to kind of give a shout out to him. So yeah.
Yeah. So this is a Marzen, which I didn't even know what that was, but it's an amber style lager, and it's brewed. This one's special because it's brewed with butterscotch.
Yep. It's kind of a German, kind of a traditional brewed Marzen.
Cool. About 5.5 ABV, which isn't too bad. It won't make me end up on the floor, according to what it says. It says,
That's how we judge.
That's how we judge, is how quick I end up on the floor. But it says it's sweet, it's bready, has toasty malt flavors, and of course a very distinct butterscotch flavor.
with a caramel sweetness is what I read. So
Cool.
let's give it a shot.
Yeah, and you can see from the thing, it's cloudy.
You think so?
Yeah, unless I've.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
is.
can see that.
You can't see
Yep,
through
Yep,
it.
I can see that.
It is a very pretty color. It's kind of a butterscotch color.
Yeah.
But I didn't, when he poured it, I didn't see much of nush effervescence,
Yeah,
no head,
of a head.
nothing like that came up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's distinctive of a Marzen or not.
You know, that's a good question. You know, maybe it's the way that's poured, or
Yeah. But you can still see a few bubbles coming up, so we'll see.
yeah. Let's
All
give it a
right.
shot, man. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, my friend.
The weirdest thing, before I even really swallowed that first sip, I could smell that caramel sweetness.
I've got a little. My sniffer must not be working right because I smell just a little bit of the, what I guess what I would call the maltiness of it. So it's almost like like a bready, starchy smell.
Kind of like a biscuity.
Yeah, that's good. I get that, and you would. Well, technical difficulties. I've had a wardrobe malfunction.
Uh-oh.
Hang on, let's see. But yeah, it doesn't taste bitter at all.
Nope. I am super impressed because I love caramel, and I don't know if you can. Can you taste that caramel? The sweetness that helps balance out that.
It's got it does to me. The best way I could describe it is biscuit.
Yeah.
It's kind of kind of that little. It's got a little sweet, a little bready.
That's great. I'm a big Oktoberfest kind of guy. There's not too many dark beers that I do like, but I do like Oktoberfest. And this one here is that caramel, like Bart said, a biscuity kind of palate malt.
I thought that I would taste more of the butterscotch. I really did, but
It's not.
it's not overpowering at all.
And I don't. So I think it's there, but it's really not there. Does that make any sense at all?
It's not fuzzy, and in my book, that means it doesn't have a lot of a lot of carbonation.
I taste more of the caramel sweetness more than I do the butterscotch.
Yeah, it's funny.
And
You
maybe
do,
that's from the butterscotch. I don't know.
but it does it. It's got just that little bit of butterscotch, almost that Werther's originals.
Yeah.
You can taste that sweet with just a little.
And maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know without actually talking to them if it was kind of we want the caramel to pull through to shine, but we want the butterscotch kind of like lay low.
To lay low.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm loving the biscuity thing. It's almost like a pastry,
Yeah.
which is cool. I like that. This is a beer that I could have more than one of. Ooh, it made me burp. So, like we talk about mouthfeel, and this one, it kind of almost gives a little foam. I'm not talking like carbonation foam. You can kind of just, as you get it in your mouth, it kind of a little bit.
Right.
And I just made up a new word. You got to spell that. But it's not where you blow up.
It's not staying with me.
It just kind of as it goes by.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's no aftertaste. There's no bitterness that bites you at the end.
No.
I'm impressed. This is a very smooth
It
beer.
is very smooth. Great on you guys. This is
Good
fantastic. I love to describe this as if I take a drink, how quick can I take another drink? Is it going to be something that's heavy? Is it something that's going to stick in your mouth? This one doesn't. It's very good.
And I take big drinks. So I get the mouthful and
Well, I think we
it
wanted
moves around.
Yeah. So Johnson City Brewing, they're in King. Excuse me.
You were going to say Kingsport, weren't you?
was.
Johnson City Brewery's in Kingsport. No, it's not.
Johnson City Brewing in Johnson City.
Johnson City?
Check them out.
Johnson City.
They're on they're on East Main Street. Great place. They actually have two locations. I think one's over next to Boone's Creek.
Oh, cool.
So they have two. They just opened up a few years ago, but go check them out. They're downtown, but you can get it here at Cascade.
Yep.
First.
Get it to Cascade, come by, give it a try, and they've got Cascade's always got 40 on tap. So
You don't have to go to Johnson City. You can come here and get it.
come right here, and I love it because Gene knows, and you all know too. I drink weird beer. I enjoy sours and the
Yeah.
odd stuff, and I've always found a great selection here
Yeah.
of more than one beer I can drink. And that's, sometimes it'll be like, oh yeah, we have one sour. I think we have to dig it out of the back. It's in a cooler. It's in a can.
Yeah.
Sorry. But no, this is awesome.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, they're here all week at Cascade, and they have really cool stuff going on through the week. I think they have trivia, and and they have open mic night, and you know you can always find something going on here. And
Yeah.
as you can tell, there's a lot of activity going on around us, and we've
Yeah.
had people come in and out. The food trucks
food
out
trucks
there.
here.
There's people sitting inside. There's people sitting outside. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
And
great. You know, we're here in Bristol, Tennessee.
Bristol, Tennessee.
Here on State Street. You know, Spence, thank you so much for,
Yep.
you know, the
for
hospitality.
making this possible, and Lodi, thank you for giving us our beer and getting it poured for us and all that good stuff. So
You need to check these guys out. They've been here. I don't know exactly how many years, but they've been here for a few years now.
they have, and they
always-
made it.
always.
And the great thing was they made it through COVID. You know, they were here before COVID, so
They always have great stuff on tap.
they do.
But you'll find something that you like. I guarantee you.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll probably find something you don't like me.
But guys, you know, that's it for us.
That's it
Happy
for
birthday
us.
to this guy.
Thank
You
you,
know,
Gino.
we're gonna go celebrate.
Yeah, we may
But
drink
do you
some more
have
of
a
this.
Do you have a closing?
No. Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to him. Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Real quick.
Oh.
August 15th, we'll be in Knoxville at Zool.
Zool.
August 29th, we'll be at Tri-Dog in Harriman, Tennessee.
Harriman.
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 And then I think sometime in September, we're going back to the Gopher Hole. So keep eye out on our social media.
Yep.
We'll keep it updated in our events.
I got one.
Okay.
And I think I might have said this before. Make sure that the juice is worth the squeeze.
Good night.
Just when I thought he learned to lay it up with me, I should've known better than to say go ahead, hit 3. I put that driver right back in his hands. I wasn't a match for that kind of plan. He's got the swagger, I can tell by the way he's strutting up to the tee. And judging by the grin plastered on his face, there's nothing I can do. It don't take a scorecard just to see a golfer's never